Trai, the seeming communication issues up front against the Vikings, was that a one-time thing? You think that's something that other teams will attack you with some of the stunts and things of that nature?
It's just something we got to get showed up. I think we're going to do a good job of that this week. So nothing to keep harping on, just something to fix and pound on in practice and get it hammered out.
It's been about a week. What would you say to Chase? It just when it seemed like you were trying to hustle on the log to get the ball to the official there on that final drive in Minnesota?
It's family business. Deal with it eternally, take care of it eternally, address it. It's been addressed by a few people. We're going to move on and we're going to worry about the Titans and this week forward.
Did you think Kendrick knocked the ball away?
What?
When Minnesota got 54. Did he swat the ball?
Trai, what can you do to help Kendrick kind of, you can see Ben, he's like, snap the ball. What is your, Ben called it like telephone when you guys are trying to, he's talking, communicating to you, communicate to Kendrick. What can you do? What's your job in that scenario?
Just, I guess, like you said, telephone, coordination between the correlation between the quarterback and the center, letting the center know when to snap the ball. Sometimes, man, when you're in the heat of the battle, things happen. It's just something we have to fix. It's an issue that, of course, everybody sees, so we see it, and we know how to address it, and we know how to fix it. So that's what we're doing this week, and moving forward, hope not to have those problems.
Trai, for the line as a whole, how much has Dotson's injury hurt the progress that maybe you guys were making at the time?
Anytime somebody goes down, there's going to be some beats that you may miss. But at the end of the day, man, we all pros. We know we have a job to come out here and do, and there's always a next man up mentality. It's always trying to find a way to get better. We can't harp or use that as an excuse not to get better. You have to keep on gelling, keep getting that continuity, and keep growing and keep getting better. Like I said, I use every week. The perfect game's still out there. Hadn't played the perfect game yet, so just got to keep searching. And as long as we're searching for the perfect game and trying our best to play that perfect game, I think that's all that matters.
We talked to Mike yesterday, and he said that guys, when they get here as rookies when they're drafted, are unfinished products, and it's kind of up to the coaching staff to pour into them, help them mature, help them learn. As a veteran player, what's your kind of role in helping that maturity along and helping these guys grow into professional athletes and professional people?
I just give information, not keeping information. I find the more that you speak and the more that you give out your knowledge, the more that you start to remember, and it brings back those times where you were learning and you're able to teach yourself more things. So just constant communication, learning from mistakes like we're talking about that happened last week, using those as not tools to harp on, to get down on, but using those as tools to grow on, for it won't happen again, to learn from those circumstances. And like I said, get a problem, fix that problem, get a new problem, not to have the same problems over and over again and let it be a continuous thing. So I think that's just what's important, especially with having some young guys addressing issues and fixing those issues. And like I said, finding a new problem and not having the same problems over and over.
Was there a point in your career where you felt like you had matured and that you were a more finished product, like you felt like a pro and not just like a rookie coming in trying to feel things out? Yeah,
a lot of that has to do with routine, and a lot of that has to do with just your space and just how you correlate with your surroundings. Sometimes that's longer than others for people. We play our offensive line, a little bit of a tougher position, so it might be harder for younger guys to find their groove and get their niche and what they need. But it comes, and those guys are battling. It's not like they just not like a word. We're going out there and we're battling. It's just a continuous ebb and flow type of deal. You take the ebb and flows and you continue to learn and you continue to grasp knowledge as you play this game.
Have you seen some of that? You kept talking about eliminating the same problems. Have you seen those still cropping up throughout the year?
It's going to be situations. It's not perfect. It's going to be certain situations, and those guys that's across the ball, they're pretty good too. They get paid, but I think the coaches and the offensive line have been doing a good job of addressing issues, trying to attack issues when they come up, and working forward to make them better.
Did the Titans move Jeffrey Simmons around at all? Is he?
He plays both threes. Yeah, he played both sides of the ball.
Is he their best guy up front?
I think they have a really good front. I think they have a couple underrated guys too. Of course, my boy Jeff, he's real good, but they got a few guys up there.
What do you think the offense flows so well
I don't know. Maybe we get into a rhythm, a flow a little bit. You know, when you have a quarterback like Ben, as soon as he gets in the groove, you know, you never know what could happen. I don't know. You know, we get into a little bit of a groove there. Just want to be able to do that, whether it's huddle or no huddle. Go out there and produce the same.
The way the first half went Thursday, was there any soul searching or like the way the second half went a lot better offensively? Then getting sacked. Was there any come to moment or anything like that?
No, it's never one of those things. Sometimes, man, it happens. Sometimes you go out there and it's not going the way that you wanted to go. And you realize, not necessarily that you realize, but you know, like, man, can't nobody else save you. You know, there's not another person come and play this next half. It's going to be a game. There's a guy in front of you going to line up and try to beat you, so you go out there and you play. Like I said, every time you line up, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty, but you just got to get the job done. I give kudos to those guys up front, man. They battled back and came back and you know, played really hard in that second half. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. We had to come out and we had to start the game like that. But there's no soul searching. It's not like it was different guys playing in that first half who was playing in that second half. It's more so sometimes you got to lock back in and home back in. And, you know, it's games like that. Just wish we could have got it going sooner than we did.
Mike talked about turning stones over to try to find ways to get better. On an offensive line, though, when you're trying to find continuity and cohesion, is it hard to put moving pieces in there this late in the season?
You don't find continuity, you create it. So that comes with time, that comes with patience, that comes with reps, and that comes with just having opportunities to have the same guys in there and continue to gel, continue to play. You know, sometimes you have that fortune, sometimes you don't. It's ball, you gotta adjust. So right now we're adjusting. I said it earlier. You know, missing Dot is definitely something that we wish we could have in there, but he's not. So we have to continue to adjust, continue to get better, come out here and work, put it on the grass.
How do you find success if you don't have 8 minutes against the ball at this point? That's what you keep saying. How do you find that success if you don't have the time to find that continuity?
You go out and play. You take it one snap at a time. That's what it's about. Like I said, every play not gonna be perfect, but you use every play as a chance to learn. You use that first quarter, that first half that we had as a chance to learn, to know what you did wrong. Now you go out there and you do better. Football is always about making constant adjustments. If you feel like you got it all handled or you know it all at that point in time, you're gonna eventually lose. It may work for you for some point in time, but if you don't adjust, you're gonna lose. And I think that's what it's about, man. We went in at halftime, regardless, last week we went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and it came out better. That's what it's about, concerning continuity or finding it, for those words. You know.
But were you a little surprised to find yourself on the field on Thursday night?
No, not really. I know Coach T always say, you know, just prepare to play. You know, never wait on that moment. So, you know, when that moment came, I know I've been preparing, you know, since I've been here. So just keep preparing to play is the only thing I can handle.
Did they give you like a heads up, like in the run-up, hey man, there might be a chance for you this week to kind of get out there?
They give us a heads up from the beginning. Just say, you know, always be prepared for that moment. So, you know, when my number was called, you know, I just feel like he'd been telling us from the jump, always be prepared. So that's just how it went.
How do you stay locked in, knowing, you know, that most of your work in the concept of movement? You said you always said stay prepared, but mentally, how do you stay engaged?
I mean, it's just something that's been instilled in me. Just control what I can control. You know, I come to work every day, show up, you know, get better. So, you know, like I said, when the time is called, that's all I can do is control what I can control.
You feeling different now that you've played some defensive snaps in the NFL?
It felt good, you know, it did. But like I said, I'm just coming to work every day, showing up, you know, doing my job, doing my 1%, you know, getting better as a team. So, that, you know, that's all I can handle.
Take a second when you're out there, like, Chris Russell.
Nah, I'm not really. No, I don't really get fascinated by that. I mean, I feel like, you know, everybody, we all put the same shoes on, but at the end of the day, I respect those guys, and, you know, I feel like, you know, everyone's a great player in this level. But like I say, man, I just come out to play ball. I'm not really fascinated about anything like that.
You said you've been waiting for your opportunity, but how anxious are you to kind of show what you can do?
Oh, for sure. You know, like I say, I'm ready to show what I can do, but like I say, I won't try to force it. You know, I'll keep doing what I've been doing. You know, like I say, preparing, taking baby steps. You know, like I say, coming to work every day and laying my 1%.
Did you get snaps at both spots, or did you just stay at one and they kind of moved?
Both spots, yes, sir.
Are you familiar with either one more than the
Yes, sir.
other?
I'm familiar with all of it.
Was it just base or was it some nickel also?
It was nickel, just nickel, but the dime and the backer, same thing.
The rookie class, there's been a lot of rookies that have been playing more so than Stewart had had a long time. You had to fight to get a hat a few weeks or whatever. Has it been watching a lot of the other guys, Renaji, Pads, Hunter, that kind of thing?
Say it again?
All the other rookies, has it been tough watching them play a lot?
I mean, like I said, those guys deserve to play. You know, they've been doing their thing. I've been watching them. Like I say, it's out of my control. I trust in the coaching staff. I know, you know, they're handling everything. And like I said, I'm just showing up every day to work and trying to get better, you know, taking it day by day.
Buddy, where do you think you've improved to a point where they feel like they can play you? What's changed for you?
I mean, I really don't know. You know, that's not a question I can answer. But you know, like I say, I show up every day and get better. So I believe they see that, and you know, that's probably what it is.
How well do you know the defense at this point? And do you feel comfortable in any of the positions that you make?
I know the defense pretty well. I think guys upstairs and, you know, my peers, my teammates, I think they do a great job explaining it to me. You know, even when I'm kind of confused, they do a great job of, you know, explaining why, you know, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I like to know the moving parts around me because it makes my job easier. So, you know, once I start to learn that outside in, then that's when I become comfortable.
Has anybody taken you under their wing to kind of show you the ropes here?
I would say Robert Spillane. You know, I think he's done a great job. You know, I think he's done a great job just with everything that, you know, on his plate. He's done a great job. He know that I'm, you know, his competitor, and we're in this together. But ultimately, I'm the guy that's behind him, and he understands that. But he's done a great job of taking me under his wing and, you know, helping me, even though I'm behind him, chasing him. But he's done a great. I think he's done a great job for me.
Did you have a welcome to the NFL moment at all during the game? Anything that you went, oh man, I didn't expect that?
No, not yet.
So is what you expected then in terms of the
for sure. I mean,
speed and everything.
For sure, yeah. It's, like I say, this is the highest level. So, I mean, watching it on TV is don't get up better than that, man.
First series, the turnover, you get to be in first.
It was.
Did you bring that up in a meeting? Like, hey man, one series, one turnover. That's pretty good ratio, right?
No, man. I try to, you know, I think my coach in college did a great job of, you know, telling me like to stay at this level. So I mean, it had nothing to do with me. It was all on Spoon. I just got in the game. He caught the pick, but it was cool to be in for something like that.
You feel like, I mean, you feel like you belong? You feel like, I know.
I mean, everyone should feel like they belong, but you know, like I say, if you don't feel like you should belong, then you shouldn't be here at the end of the day. But I think we have great players out there right now, so you know, like I said, I'll keep controlling what I can control.
But do you have any idea if they give you any indication that might be something that might be a regular occurrence going forward?
As long as I'm continuing to get better, there's always opportunity for it. Sure.
All right. Last one, guys.
Say it again.
Any sub packages that you see more you're featured in or more plays on?
No, just whatever they call me for.